Welcome, traveler. Tonight, we walk a path woven from myth, wisdom, and quiet discovery. The air is soft, carrying whispers from ages long gone, where gods once shaped the destinies of mortals. In the stillness, a name rises, clear as a bell. Athena, goddess of wisdom, guardian of thoughtful warriors. She is not a goddess of brute force. She guides those who fight the battles of mind, heart, and spirit. Her voice does not shout. It is calm, steady, like a lantern that never flickers, even in the darkest storm. The warrior's path begins not with swords or shields, but with silence, reflection, and a search for meaning. Every step on this path is a lesson. Every pause is an answer. Every choice is a mirror of the soul. Athena stands at the crossroads, offering guidance, but never commands. The journey is yours to take. The path awaits you, wide yet narrow, simple yet filled with mystery, lit by the wisdom of the goddess. So come closer. Listen. Let the story unfold. For tonight, you walk beside Athena on the warrior's path. The night is still. A hush covers the world, as if waiting for a secret to be told in quiet tones. A young traveler stands at the edge of a winding road. Their heart beats fast, filled with questions. The path before them seems endless. Trees arch above, their branches whispering like voices from long ago. Every step forward feels heavy. The unknown stretches out, silent and vast, yet strangely inviting. The traveler pauses. They close their eyes. A faint sound rises, not from outside, but deep within. It is not fear. It is not doubt. It is a call, gentle, persistent, asking them to listen and follow. The warrior's path begins not with battles, but with a single moment of awareness, sharp as light. Suddenly, the air shifts. A figure stands ahead, calm, radiant, cloaked in the stillness of wisdom. Athena appears, not with thunder or fire, but with presence, steady as stone, gentle as moonlight. Her eyes hold the depth of oceans. Her voice carries like a river flowing, quiet yet unyielding. Traveler, she says, you stand at the threshold. Will you walk the path that shapes the soul? The traveler listens. The question is simple, yet it echoes like bells inside the chambers of the heart. The first step is not forward, but inward. To see oneself clearly is the truest beginning of any path. Athena does not promise ease. She speaks of clarity, the power to choose, the courage to be still. She lifts her hand, and the world shifts. Around them, visions unfold, woven from light and memory. A mirror rises. It shows not the traveler's face, but the cluttered storm of thoughts within. Every fear flickers there. Every dream, too. The mirror reflects confusion, hope, and doubt and longing. The traveler trembles. How can I walk a path when I cannot master my own restless mind? Athena smiles. This is why the path calls you. To walk as a warrior is to learn clarity. She gestures to the trees. Their branches sway in the wind, yet the trunk stands rooted, unmoved. Be as the tree, Athena says. Bend, but do not break. Listen, but do not lose yourself. The traveler breathes deeply. The sound of the wind grows softer. The mirror's storm begins to fade. The first lesson becomes clear. To walk as a warrior is to quiet the noise and hear the truth. Athena's voice lingers. Your mind is your shield. Your wisdom is your blade. Begin here. The traveler steps closer to the mirror, no longer afraid. The reflection grows still, like calm water. They see themselves, not perfect, not broken, but whole, waiting to awaken. A quiet strength stirs. The first step is taken, not on the road of stone, but in the unseen path within the heart. Athena's presence shines brighter. She does not lead by force. She lights the way by reminding. The traveler opens their eyes. The path ahead no longer feels endless, but alive with purpose. Every journey begins with a choice. Tonight, the traveler chooses to walk the warrior's path. The whisper inside becomes a song. The road stretches forward, but now it is lit with meaning. Athena speaks one final time, her words soft, yet etched deep into the soul. Walk with courage. Walk with clarity. The path has only just begun. The traveler bows their head. Their heart is steady now. The first step has been made. The dawn breaks gently. Soft light spills across the path, painting the world in shades of gold and silver. The traveler wakes with a quiet breath. Their heart feels lighter, though the road still stretches far ahead. Athena stands nearby, her presence calm, her gaze steady, watching without judgment, guiding without command. Clarity of mind, she begins, is the foundation of the warrior's path. Without it, strength turns into confusion. The traveler nods but frowns. My thoughts are restless, scattered like leaves. How can I find this clarity? Athena lifts a hand. The world around them falls silent. The birds pause. The wind holds its breath. She leads the traveler to a pool of water, clear and still, resting in a circle of ancient stones. Look, she says. The traveler kneels, peering into the pool, but the surface ripples with their thoughts. Faces, memories, regrets and desires blur together, clouding the water, hiding the reflection beneath the storm. Athena speaks softly. The mind is like water. Disturbed, it cannot reflect truth. Stilled, it reveals everything. The traveler closes their eyes. They listen to their own breathing, slow and steady, filling and releasing. At first, the storm grows louder. Thoughts rush like waves, crashing, tumbling, refusing to quiet or fade. But Athena's presence steadies them. Her silence is an anchor. Her calm spreads like light through the dark. Gradually, the waves ease. The ripples slow. The water begins to settle, clear as polished glass. The traveler opens their eyes. At last, they see their reflection, simple, unbroken, resting in peace. Clarity comes not from force, but from stillness, from allowing the storm to pass without resistance. Athena nods. Now you understand. A warrior does not chase every thought. A warrior chooses what to hold. The traveler breathes again, and this time it feels deeper, grounded, as if earth and sky connect within. They rise from the pool, carrying the calm inside. The world appears sharper, brighter, more alive than before. The trees seem to stand taller. The wind no longer feels heavy. Even the road looks clearer, defined. Athena walks beside them, her steps soundless, her words like echoes from the heart rather than the air. Clarity is not found once. It must be practiced, like breathing, like walking, like living itself. The traveler nods slowly. So the first weapon of a warrior is not steel, but the stillness of the mind. Athena smiles. Yes. With a clear mind, your choices sharpen. Without it, you stumble in your own shadows. They walk together, and silence itself becomes a teacher. The traveler learns to rest inside the quiet. When doubts appear, they breathe. When fear rises, they breathe. The storm no longer owns their heart. The path stretches on, but now it feels less uncertain. Each step holds purpose. Each pause carries meaning. Athena points to the horizon. The sun climbs higher, scattering shadows, opening the day with radiant fire. Carry this clarity with you, she says. It will guard you when strength falters and guide you when lost. The traveler bows their head. I understand. The mind is the compass. Without it, the journey is blind. Athena's eyes shine with quiet approval. Then you are ready for what comes next on the warrior's path. The road calls them forward once again. This time, they step with steadiness, their heart aligned with peace. The lesson of clarity is etched within, a flame that will not flicker, no matter how the winds may rise. The morning deepens. Shadows shorten as the sun rises higher, bathing the road in a clear, golden glow. The traveler walks steadily now, each step firm, guided by the calm planted deep within the mind. Athena walks beside them, her presence unshaken, like a mountain that holds both silence and strength. She speaks softly. The next lesson is balance. Without balance, strength becomes reckless. Wisdom turns brittle. The traveler tilts their head. Balance between what? The world feels so divided, so full of extremes. Athena gestures toward the sky. Clouds drift slowly, moved by winds unseen, yet the sky holds them gently. Balance, she says, is the harmony between opposites, day and night, silence and sound, action and stillness. The traveler listens, uncertain. How does a warrior carry such balance while walking a path of challenges? Athena pauses, then leads them to a clearing where two great stones stand, equal yet different in shape. One is strength, she says, placing her hand on the heavier stone, the power to act, to stand, to endure. The other she touches gently. This is compassion, the power to bend, to yield, to care for what is fragile. The traveler looks between them. Both seem necessary, yet together they feel difficult to hold at once. Athena smiles. A warrior without strength falls. A warrior without compassion becomes unfeeling stone. She invites the traveler to lift each stone in turn. Strength alone feels heavy, pressing, almost overwhelming. Compassion alone feels light, but it slips through the fingers, leaving no weight to anchor the spirit. Now hold them both, Athena instructs. The traveler struggles at first, but then steadies their breath. With patience, they balance both stones, one in each hand. Their arms tremble, yet their stance strengthens. Athena nods. Balance is not about ease. It is the art of carrying what seems impossible, yet essential. The traveler breathes deeper. The stones feel less like burdens, more like anchors keeping them upright. Finally, Athena bids them set the stones down. The earth accepts the weight, silent and understanding. You see, she says, balance is not permanent. It is practiced every moment, a choice renewed each day. The traveler reflects. So, strength is not enough, and kindness alone is not enough. Both must walk together. Athena's eyes soften. Yes, balance is the heart of wisdom. It makes the warrior whole, not divided. They continue down the path. Birds sing above, their notes weaving high and low into one living harmony. The traveler notices how each step lands differently, sometimes firm, sometimes light. Yet both feel true. They whisper, almost to themselves. Perhaps balance is not holding still, but moving gracefully between worlds. Athena nods with quiet pride. Now you begin to understand. Balance is the dance of the soul. The road opens wider ahead. Hills roll gently, neither too steep nor too flat, as if shaped by the lesson. The traveler feels steadier. The extremes of fear and pride no longer pull so sharply at their heart. Instead, a quiet rhythm grows. Strength and compassion, silence and speech, stillness and action, joined as one. Athena's voice lingers like wind through trees. Hold this balance, and no storm will uproot your spirit. The traveler bows their head. Then this is the second gift of the warrior's path, the gift of balance. Athena smiles faintly, her gaze glowing with timeless light. Yes, and it will guide you into what comes. The journey continues. The path ahead gleams like a river of gold, and balance walks with every step. The day drifts on. The sun climbs high, and the warmth of its light presses gently on the earth below. The traveler walks with steady steps, their heart carrying the lessons of clarity and balance within. Yet Athena, calm as always, speaks again. Now comes a harder trial, the trial of patience. The traveler frowns. Patience feels like waiting. How can stillness be a test for a warrior's path? Athena's eyes soften. Patience is not weakness. It is the quiet strength to endure what cannot be rushed. She leads the traveler into a wide meadow. The grass bends gently, swaying with the rhythm of the wind. At its center stands a single tree, tall and ancient, yet bare of leaves, branches reaching like open hands. Sit here, Athena instructs. Wait beneath this tree. The lesson will come, but not when you demand it. The traveler sits uneasily. Time stretches. The meadow hums with insects, birds, and the quiet breath of earth. At first, rest feels easy, but soon the stillness sharpens. Minutes crawl like hours, heavy with silence. The traveler shifts, restless. Thoughts grow loud again, tugging and pulling, demanding to move, to act. They stand, then sit, then rise again. Each moment feels longer than the last, as if time mocks them. Finally, they groan. What is the purpose of this? I gain nothing from waiting beneath an empty tree. Athena does not answer. She only watches, her gaze patient, her silence speaking louder than any word. The traveler clenches their fists. Frustration rises like a tide, pressing hard against the calm they had found. But then, a breeze stirs. Soft, gentle. A single bud appears on the branch, so small it could be missed. The traveler blinks. Slowly, another bud unfurls, then another. The tree begins to wake, silently, steadily. Leaves stretch open with grace, not rushed, not forced. They unfold only when their time has come. Athena speaks at last. Do you see? Growth cannot be hurried. Some truths ripen only in their season. The traveler watches the tree. Their breath slows, matching its rhythm, steady and unhurried, calm and sure. Patience, Athena continues, is not doing nothing. It is trusting that what is meant will arrive in time. The traveler bows their head. So the warrior must wait, even when the heart burns to move forward. Yes, Athena replies, for without patience, strength collapses into haste, and wisdom breaks under impatience. The meadow glows as the tree fills with green, its branches alive with quiet power, born of waiting. The traveler closes their eyes, letting the lesson settle deeper than words, deeper than thought, into spirit. When they open them again, the meadow feels different, vast yet welcoming, filled with unseen harmony. Athena steps closer. Remember, every step on the path has its time. The journey is not a race. The traveler rises. Their body feels lighter, as if a hidden burden has loosened its grip and slipped away. They smile faintly. Patience is the courage to trust the unseen, to let time reveal what is hidden. Athena nods, her voice warm. And now you carry the third gift of the warrior's path, the gift of patience. The road waits beyond the meadow. The traveler steps forward, no longer restless, but steady as the tree. Athena's presence glows at their side. The journey stretches on, yet the heart no longer fears the weight. Patience now walks with them, silent but strong, a shield against haste, a guide through every season. The road bends into hills that roll like waves, each crest crowned with stones older than memory itself. The traveler breathes deep, each step carrying the calm of patience learned beneath the meadow's quiet tree. Athena walks beside them, her voice low. Now we face the fourth gift, a trial of compassion. The traveler tilts their head. Compassion. That seems gentle, not a test for warriors on a sacred path. Athena smiles faintly. Compassion is not softness. It is the courage to open the heart when closing feels safer. They walk on until they reach a small village. Simple homes clustered around a well and dusty square. Children play with sticks, their laughter rising into the air like birds freed from hidden cages of time. But the traveler notices others. Faces worn with sorrow, bodies bent beneath burdens too heavy to carry. An old man struggles with firewood. His hands tremble, arms too weak to lift what he has gathered. The traveler watches. Instinct whispers to move on. The path is long, the journey urgent, the mission vast. Yet Athena rests her hand gently on their shoulder. The path is not apart from the world. It flows through it. The traveler steps forward, takes the wood, and lifts it with ease. The old man bows, eyes shining with relief. "Thank you," he whispers, though the gift was small. To him, it was strength returned, a kindness remembered. The traveler feels warmth in their chest, unlike any triumph of strength, unlike clarity or patience before. Athena's gaze lingers. Every warrior learns that the heart shapes the hand more than any blade of steel. They move deeper into the village. A woman weeps quietly by a broken fence, her garden scattered by storm. The traveler kneels, gathering what has fallen, placing each root, each flower back into gentle earth. The woman's tears soften into gratitude. Her silence speaks louder than thanks, a healing balm upon the air. The traveler breathes slowly, realizing the gift given returns in unseen ways, quiet but steady as rivers. Athena speaks again. Compassion is not pity. It is recognition of the same flame that burns in all beings. They continue, and soon they find children chasing a stray lamb lost beyond the meadow's edge. The traveler helps, guiding the small creature back, steady hands bringing peace to frightened hearts. The village gathers in quiet joy, smiles rippling like light across water. A single act blooms into many. The travelers stand still, their spirits stirred by something greater than achievement, greater than self. Athena steps close, her eyes reflecting the fire of wisdom. Do you feel how compassion strengthens, not weakens? The traveler nods slowly. It binds us. It lifts us. It gives the journey meaning beyond my own steps. Yes, Athena says, her voice soft as wind. Without compassion, the warrior walks alone, empty despite victories. The traveler gazes at the village, now alive with hope. For the first time, they feel part of something vast. The sun lowers in the sky, gold spilling across roofs and fields, painting the world in gentle light. Athena turns to the traveler. You have received the fourth gift of the warrior's path, the gift of compassion. The traveler bows their head. Their chest is full, not heavy. The path ahead feels richer, deeper, alive. They step forward again, leaving the village behind, but carrying its warmth as a light within their soul. The hills rise ahead, but the road no longer feels lonely. The heart walks with them, strong and open. Compassion, unseen yet unbreakable, now joins patience, clarity, and balance, forming a circle within. The warrior's path continues, not with solitude, but with the quiet strength of love carried onward. Morning light stretches across the hills, painting gold across the stones as the traveler continues the winding path. Athena walks beside them, her calm presence steady as the sky. Now comes the next gift, she says. The traveler listens, steps light yet steady. Which gift waits ahead? They ask, their voice touched with curiosity. Athena's eyes shine softly. The gift of humility, the strength to bow when the ego longs to stand tall. The traveler frowns. Humility feels like surrender. How can a warrior bend and still remain strong? Athena smiles gently. True humility is not weakness. It is the wisdom to see beyond the self's illusion. They climb a ridge where a temple once stood, now fallen into ruin. Stones scattered, columns broken and worn. Villagers gather nearby, speaking of a festival. Yet they turn when they see Athena and the traveler approach. One elder steps forward. Great ones, you are powerful. Surely you come to lead us, to take command. The traveler feels the weight of expectation pressing in, pride rising like smoke from a hidden fire. Athena says nothing, only waits. The choice rests with the traveler, who feels both pull and hesitation. The traveler straightens. I'm not above you. I'm only a seeker, like every soul who walks the path. The villagers murmur, surprised. Some smile, others whisper. The elder bows slowly, respect born of sincerity. Athena nods. Humility is the strength to know your place without seeking the crown of pride. They share bread with the villagers, sitting not above, but among them, listening, laughing, and learning their ways. The traveler feels the warmth of community. No pedestal, no distance, only the thread of shared humanity. Later, as the fire burns low, a child asks, "Are you not a hero?" The traveler pauses, heart uncertain. Finally, they answer, "A hero is one who serves, not one who demands honor or stands upon a throne." The child smiles, content, and the words settle into the night like stars drifting into place above. When dawn returns, Athena leads the traveler onward, her steps quiet, her gaze thoughtful, yet kind. On the road, she speaks again. Pride seeks to climb higher than all. Humility walks level with the earth. The traveler reflects. So humility is not to deny worth, but to share worth without demand of praise. Athena nods. Yes, a humble heart becomes unshakable, for it does not cling to illusion of greatness. They reach a river where two travelers quarrel, each claiming to know the safest place to cross. The first boasts loudly of his skill. The second scoffs, unwilling to yield, their pride closing every ear. The traveler steps forward, bows their head. "Perhaps I do not know the way. Teach me, and I will follow." Silence falls. Both rivals glance at each other, pride softening as humility breaks their stubborn wall. Together, the three cross safely, laughter rising above the rushing water as pride dissolves into trust. Athena smiles as they reach the far bank. Your bow opened the way where arrogance built only walls. The traveler breathes deeply, the truth heavy yet freeing. Humility is not loss, but a widening of the path. The sky glows with dusk, painting violet across the horizon, as if the heavens themselves bow in beauty. Athena places her hand on the traveler's shoulder. You have earned the fifth gift, the gift of humility. The traveler bows in return, not out of duty, but from a heart lightened, expanded by newfound grace. They step forward, the path stretching onward, now clearer, for pride no longer clouds the horizon. Humility, steady and quiet, joins compassion, patience, balance, and clarity, weaving strength into stillness. The warrior's path deepens, not through triumph over others, but through the surrender of self to truth. The path winds into a forest, where light falls in narrow beams, touching moss and roots with quiet grace. The traveler steps carefully, listening to the rustle of leaves, the hidden voices of earth speaking in whispers. Athena walks with steady calm. Today you face the sixth gift, she says, the gift of resilience. The traveler tilts their head. Resilience is endurance, yes? The will to keep moving when the way is hard. Athena nods. But it is more. Resilience is not only surviving struggle, it is rising renewed from its weight. The forest grows dense. The path twists until it fades, swallowed by roots, shadows, and thick silence. The traveler presses forward, yet each step feels heavier, each turn more tangled than the one before. Branches claw at their clothes. Stones slip beneath their feet. The air grows damp, pressing against their breath. Doubt creeps in. Perhaps I will not find the way. Perhaps this trial will trap me within its maze. Athena says nothing. She watches, her presence steady, her silence shaping strength instead of handing answers. The traveler stumbles, falling to their knees. For a moment, despair whispers like a serpent in the dark. But then they breathe. Slowly, deeply. They remember balance, clarity, patience, compassion, humility, all gifts within. They rise again, brushing dirt from their hands. I will walk, even if the path is hidden. I will not stop. Hours pass. Sweat beads on their brow, yet their steps continue, slow but unbroken, guided by steady will. At last, they emerge into a clearing where a stream runs bright, singing through stones worn smooth by time. The traveler kneels, drinking deeply, the water cool against their lips, strength flowing back into weary limbs. Athena steps forward. Do you see? Resilience is not denial of hardship. It is choosing to rise despite it. The traveler nods, their chest steady with breath, heart glowing with quiet fire, born of endurance. As they rest, a storm gathers. Thunder rolls. Rain falls heavy, drenching the clearing, testing them again. The traveler stands tall in the rain, letting it wash over them, not resisting, not fleeing, only enduring. They laugh softly, water running down their face. The storm does not break them. It cleanses, it strengthens. Athena's eyes shine. Every warrior meets storms. Resilience is the shield that turns trials into teachers. The traveler breathes deeply, every drop of rain a reminder that even burden can be transformed to renewal. When the clouds part, the world glitters, leaves jeweled with water, earth alive with fragrance of new life. The traveler smiles faintly. Resilience is not only survival. It is carrying forward the lesson hidden in pain. Yes, Athena says gently. Resilience shapes the spirit as rivers shape stone, slowly, steadily, without end. They walk onward from the clearing, shoes heavy with mud, but their heart light, unbroken, even stronger. The forest thins, the road reappears, and the traveler feels ready for whatever rises next along the way. Athena places her hand lightly upon their arm. You have earned the sixth gift, the gift of resilience. The traveler bows their head, water dripping from their hair, a smile lit by gratitude and fierce resolve. They step forward once more, carrying storms behind them, yet walking brighter, unshaken by what lies ahead. Resilience now joins humility, compassion, patience, balance, and clarity, weaving a circle of strength within. The warrior's path deepens, built not from ease, but from the power to rise again and again. The dawn rises soft and pale as the traveler continues, their steps steady after the storm that tested their will. Athena walks quietly at their side, her voice calm as wind. Now comes the seventh gift, the gift of gratitude. The traveler lifts their brows. Gratitude? I know to give thanks. But how does it shape the warrior's path? Athena smiles gently. Gratitude is the light that reveals abundance even in scarcity, strength even in struggle. They walk into a valley where fields stretch wide, yet the crops lie withered, struck by drought's long hand. Villagers move slowly through the fields, faces weary, baskets nearly empty, hope worn thin as fading cloth. The traveler watches, sorrow stirring within. They have little. How can gratitude exist in such emptiness? Athena gestures toward an elder woman who kneels at the edge of the barren earth, whispering quiet thanks. The traveler steps closer, listening. Why do you give thanks when the soil gives nothing back? They ask. The woman smiles faintly. Because even in loss, we have breath, we have one another, and we endure. The words sink deep into the traveler's heart, simple yet strong, carrying truth born of living, not teaching. Athena's voice follows. Gratitude is not only for the harvest, it is for the chance to walk beneath the sun. The traveler kneels, pressing a hand into the dry soil. They whisper thanks, not for bounty, but for the journey. At that moment, rain begins to fall. Soft drops tapping the earth as if answering the woman's prayer. The villagers lift their faces, eyes shining with tears and laughter, hearts blooming though the rain is thin. The traveler breathes deeply, chest swelling with quiet joy. Gratitude fills them, not for gain, but for being. Athena speaks. Do you see? Gratitude transforms what we have into enough, and enough into abundance. The traveler rises, watching the villagers dance in the rain, their burdens lightened by simple joy. A child runs up, offering the traveler a piece of bread, rough and small, yet given with bright eyes. The traveler accepts, bowing low, feeling the gift far larger than its form, its weight greater than gold. Athena places her hand on their arm. To receive with thanks is as great a strength as giving with love. They eat together with the villagers, laughter warming the air as rain softens into mist upon the fields. The traveler feels the bond of shared spirit, woven not by wealth, but by gratitude's unseen golden thread. When they leave, the valley seems brighter, not because of rain alone, but because of hearts open in thanks. The road climbs again, stones rough beneath their feet, yet each step feels lighter, carrying gratitude's gift. The traveler whispers thanks to the wind, to the earth, to the path itself, and feels stronger with each word. Athena glances at them, her eyes warm with pride. You have received the seventh gift, the gift of gratitude. The traveler bows their head, heart wide, carrying not only lessons but blessings gathered along the way. They walk onward, spirit glowing, as if gratitude itself has become a lantern guiding the warrior's path. Gratitude now joins resilience, humility, compassion, patience, balance, and clarity, weaving harmony within. The warrior's path expands, shaped not only by struggle, but by the joy of giving thanks for the journey. The morning air feels crisp as the traveler climbs a ridge, the horizon wide, stretching beyond shadow and mist. Athena walks close, her gaze steady. Today, you will learn the eighth gift, the gift of forgiveness. The traveler frowns. Forgiveness? I thought the warrior's path was strength, not surrender to wrongs endured. Athena shakes her head. Forgiveness is not surrender. It is release. Without it, anger chains the heart in silence. They descend into a quiet valley where a river winds, but its banks are scarred with fire's blackened mark. In the distance, a man kneels beside the river, his shoulders bent as though carrying stones, unseen and heavy. The traveler approaches. Why do you sit so burdened, friend? The man lifts his head, eyes weary with regret. I burned this land in my youth, he whispers. I cannot forgive myself. The earth remembers what I did. The traveler feels his pain. But the river still runs. The grass still grows. Life has not abandoned you. The man lowers his gaze. Yet, every dawn, guilt wakes with me. I cannot forget, and so I cannot live. Athena speaks softly. Forgiveness begins not with others, but with oneself. To heal is to release the chains within. The traveler kneels by the man, placing a hand upon his arm. You are more than the shadows of your past. The man trembles, tears cutting lines down his face. The earth seems to sigh, as if sharing his grief. Slowly, he cups the river's water in his palms, letting it slip free as though washing away old weight. Athena's voice flows like the current. Forgiveness is the river. It carries pain away, leaving space for renewal. The man breathes deeply. Can I truly forgive myself? His voice quivers, yet there is a spark of hope within. Yes, the traveler answers, because forgiveness is not forgetting. It is choosing to no longer be broken by it. The man nods, eyes brighter, as if the river's reflection has returned light, long lost to shame. Athena smiles faintly. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is courage, the strength to rise beyond wounds unhealed. The valley brightens, sunlight piercing through clouds. Birds return to the blackened trees, singing new beginnings. The man bows, gratitude shining in his gaze. I will live, not as prisoner of regret, but as learner of it. The traveler feels the truth stir in their chest, a reminder that every soul carries mistakes, yet also hope. As they walk on, the traveler whispers, forgiveness frees the warrior's heart, or else bitterness becomes its prison. Athena nods. The blade of a warrior dulls if sharpened by anger alone. Forgiveness keeps the spirit whole. The road bends upward, stones slick with dew, but the traveler's steps are lightened by the gift received. They glance back once, seeing the man rise tall by the river, shoulders no longer crushed by invisible chains. Athena's voice comes like the wind. You have earned the 8th gift, the gift of forgiveness. The traveler bows their head, carrying the lesson deep within, heart unburdened, open to the road ahead. Forgiveness now joins gratitude, resilience, humility, compassion, patience, balance, and clarity, weaving wisdom strong. The warrior's path lengthens, not only through trials overcome, but through peace chosen in place of chains. The sun lowers as the traveler follows Athena into hills brushed with gold. Shadows long across the winding path. Athena speaks softly, her tone steady. Now comes the 9th gift, the gift of hope, the light in dark times. The traveler nods, yet their brow furrows. Hope feels fragile. How can it endure when despair grows heavy? Athena smiles faintly. Hope is not fragile. It is the seed that breaks stone, the star that defies the night. They climb higher until they reach a village perched on a ridge, its homes worn, its people quiet with worry. Children sit silent at doorways, elders whisper low. The air feels heavy, filled with fear that lingers unseen. The traveler asks, what shadow rests here? A young woman answers, her voice trembling like leaves in wind. Our well has dried. We fear the mountain gives no more water. Without it, our lives will wither away. Athena listens, then turns to the traveler. Show them hope, not in promises, but in the strength of vision. The traveler hesitates, then gathers the villagers in the square, speaking gently though doubt trembles in their chest. Hope is not waiting for miracles, they say. It is choosing to act, to believe tomorrow can still be born. The people watch, uncertain. Then a child asks, but how can we live when the well has turned to stone? The traveler smiles softly. Then we seek another spring, together. Where one path ends, another waits unseen. The villagers stir, eyes lifting from the dust, hearts reaching toward the idea of possibility beyond despair. Athena gestures toward the hills. Search. The earth holds many veins of water. Faith and effort uncover them. Together, they walk into the hills, guided by hope, turning stones, listening to the whisper of hidden springs. At last, they find a trickle of water seeping from a rock, small yet shining, life singing in its thread. The villagers cry with joy, filling jars, laughter rising, their despair broken by the spark of new beginning. The traveler breathes deeply, their own heart warmed by the flame of hope, fragile yet fierce against the dark. Athena's voice carries over the laughter. Hope is the fire no storm can extinguish if the spirit protects it. The traveler nods. Hope grows not by waiting, but by daring to believe in what has not yet arrived. The villagers light torches that night, dancing and singing, the square alive with joy, renewed by faith. The traveler watches, a smile upon their face. Hope lifts not only one heart, but the hearts of all. Athena turns to them, eyes shining. You have received the 9th gift, the gift of hope, the seed of dawn. The traveler bows low, their spirit glowing, the lesson etched deep as starlight upon an endless sky. They walk on, carrying hope within, not fragile but steady, like a lantern unshaken by shadow. Hope now joins forgiveness, gratitude, resilience, humility, compassion, patience, balance, and clarity, weaving courage. The warrior's path stretches further, strengthened not only by wisdom learned, but by faith in tomorrow's light. The path narrows as the traveler and Athena climb the final hill, the horizon glowing with the fire of sunset. The air feels still, as if the earth itself holds its breath, watching the last steps of the long journey. Athena walks in silence, her eyes upon the sky, where colors blend like memory and promise meeting together. At the hilltop, the traveler pauses, heart heavy yet light, knowing the path behind has shaped their spirit. Athena turns, her voice gentle. You have received 10 gifts, each one a seed, each one a torch within you. The traveler nods, recalling balance, clarity, patience, compassion, humility, resilience, gratitude, forgiveness, and hope. Each gift shines in memory, woven like stars into the fabric of their heart, guiding every step of the path. Athena places her hand upon their shoulder. The final gift is wisdom, the crown woven of all others combined. The traveler whispers, wisdom is not given, it is lived. It grows from trials, from tears, from joy, from time. Athena smiles. Yes, wisdom is the song of the gifts together, not the voice of one, but the harmony of all. The wind stirs, carrying the scent of earth and rain, the echo of valleys, rivers, storms, and voices heard. The traveler closes their eyes, breathing deep, feeling the gifts flow within them like a river unbroken. They see the villagers smiling in gratitude, the man freed by forgiveness, the child dancing in newfound hope. They feel again the strength of resilience, the fire of compassion, the clarity of stillness beneath the stars. Wisdom is not a treasure to hold. It is the way one walks, the way one lifts others as they go. Athena steps back, her figure framed by light. Your journey with me ends, but your true path begins now. The traveler's chest swells with gratitude, words trembling. Athena, you have given me more than lessons. You gave me life. She shakes her head softly. I gave nothing you did not already carry. I only opened the doors within you. Silence rests between them, but it is not empty. It hums with the truth of endings and new beginnings. The sun dips lower, painting the world in fire and gold, as if blessing the close of one chapter, one road. The traveler bows low, heart wide, carrying the circle of gifts that now pulse as one, a beacon within. Athena raises her hand in farewell. Walk forward, warrior. Let your path light the way for others in shadow. The traveler straightens, eyes clear, spirit steady, ready not for ease, but for the truth of the journey ahead. The hill falls away behind them, but the wisdom remains, alive in every breath, every step, every word spoken. The night sky blooms with stars, bright as the gifts they carry, each one a reminder, each one a guide. The traveler smiles faintly, whispering to the wind, the path never ends. It only deepens with each step. Athena's voice lingers, soft and eternal. And so the warrior's path becomes your own, bright with living wisdom. With steady feet, the traveler walks into the dark, carrying the light of 10 gifts, carrying the song of wisdom. The warrior's path does not end with battle or crown, but with the courage to walk on, heart open, forever.